Say something, baby. Shake something, baby.
Yo, what the fuck is good? Lesson and Cool, the rapper of the podcast, your boy, motherfucking G. I got some special guests with me today. Some of the homies came through, you know what I mean? I got, first, let's introduce ladies first, of course. We got Danielle J. Carter. Mm-hmm. You know, very illustrious actress in the building right now. Bow the fuck down, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you for having me. Thank you.
Of course.
That's a great intro.
You know,
it's a great intro. You make me feel good.
Of course.
Follow up, nigga.
We got John here. Yeah, he here. He just showed up. I just met him outside. But we talked about John last episode. Me and Waden. We're gonna talk about Waden later. But John Reed's here, visiting from snowy New Jersey. It's nasty out there.
Nasty.
He had to come to the Cali sun, baby. What's up, John? What's going on?
I had to escape some shit, bro. It was
he on the run. Yeah. Don't hit his line. This shit crazy right now.
It was 25 and snow was lurking. I was like, let me make my way up out of there.
Just caught a flight.
Yeah. It is raining in Southern California, though, which is unfortunate, but we surviving, right? It could be worse.
It could be worse.
We could live in Rhode Island or something. Actually, Rhode Island got a lot of black people in it, right? You told me?
Rhode Island's actually really lit. But the fact that that's crazy that you guys are complaining about rain when it's 25 degrees outside. It's 25 degrees. I had to clear my car with snow.
I don't know, bro. The rain just be blowing me because I don't be ready for it. I'm like never ready for it.
Yeah, you always think, like, you assume that you go outside, like, you check the mail, you get sandals on and shit, and, like, short sleeves. Oh, what? It's raining?
Yeah.
Ew, poverty. Like
the ghetto.
Again, it's brick. It's 25 degrees outside.
It be cold. Tell me it be cold.
No, it gets
25
for real. At night, it really does get cold. Like, I will put on the pea coat. I've taken out the pea coat. I've worn a turtleneck. I've put on a turtleneck.
Yeah. It'd be cold, for real. And I work overnight, so, like, it'd be cold at night. Like,
so you always feeling
I'm walking outside to my car, you know what I'm saying? But I do think of my blessings of, like, I used to chop wood with my dad in the backyard and bring in a wheelbarrow.
In Manchester?
To feed the fireplace and the stove. He was an old-fashioned. It was beautiful looking back. My dad, I don't mean to kill the mood. My dad passed away, but I love that.
I don't want to laugh.
That's not funny. That's great. That's crazy that we all just started laughing.
That's not funny.
But I knew that, though. That's why I was just...
I did.
I knew you was setting it up like that, and I knew that's how it was going to go down. That's why it's crazy. That's why I started laughing.
No, he's a great man.
Okay.
R.I.P. Charles Gamble. You already know.
Shout out to Charles.
Yes.
Shout out Big Chuck.
Yes,
Big Chuck. I used to when I was young, I used to like be bored, obviously in the crib, so I would like sneak into their room and like hop up and shit and you know what I'm saying? Or then I'd call from back when you had landlines.
Yeah.
I'll call from a different landline and be like, "Hey, Chuck!" and pretend I'm one of his coworkers or something. And he started talking to me like I'm some nigga he works with at the construction site. I'm like, "Yeah, what's good?
You was really one of them kids, bro?
He said, "Lamar, I got the phone. Stop playing the phone. Got that? I pay bills." I'm like, but I thought it was funny. But
it's not funny. You're a menace, dog. You're a menace.
But the crawling in, one day I crawled in, he was like, "You better not crawl in no more, boy. You're gonna see something you don't want to see."
Which is what?
Nah, stop.
Which is what I'm primarily concerned about.
He made it real for me.
That's mad chaotic that you're out here just ready to like.
So I crawled under that bed, and then like the bed was big, and the way the room was set up, like I could crawl like around to the front of the bed, it's king size, and I just pop up in the middle and they watching the show or something. But thank God.
Well, luckily they was watching the damn show.
Yeah, he was trying to catch a show, all right. No. Trying to catch a show, all right.
No, they had a healthy relationship, so you know, I probably would have caught something, but I stopped, so you know.
So you grew up like with a healthy...
Yeah, healthy black people in the crib.
Well, low-key, both of y'all did. Like, your parents are still together.
Facts.
I come from a broken home.
But I want to know what age...
I come from a broken home.
Come on! Please come on!
Chill, it's not broken. Don't really be holding it down.
Nah, my mom holds it down. Don't get me wrong.
Niggas left for milk and never came back?
Nah, kinda. But he didn't even say he was going for milk. Nigga just was like, nah.
Yo,
what? Baby?
This whole family, it's not giving.
Yeah. I'm good.
The crazy part, though, is I've been with her, like, when she's had a phone conversation with him, and it's like, you can tell it's like, damn, nigga, yeah, I see, yeah.
You talk to you like a homie?
Yeah, everything, yeah. Like she was talking, he was talking to her like she was a peer, like, and not like her father figure. And like, and her reaction also was very like, Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. I'll be that word.
You know what I mean? Like
it's very much so like that.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Nah, I really.
But I love that y'all grew up with that.
Oh my
That's
God,
fire. As black men, like to see that.
Yes, it's so important, and I really am blessed. I always think about that because obviously we have a lot of friends who, you know, divorces at 50% or higher than 50%. You know, so we have a lot of blended families in my friends group. So I always appreciate my dad being around and my mom's and their relationship, and that's a beautiful thing. I actually have this debate with John all the time, like how growing up in a one-story house though is way worse than growing up. He thinks growing up in a two-story house is the same thing as growing up in a one-story house. Well, how big was your house when you grew up?
I honestly never thought about it. I moved around so much. So I've grown up in like an apartment, then I've grown up in like a 3-bedroom house, a 4-bedroom house, a 5-bedroom house, like then back to an apartment. Like I've jumped around a lot. Okay. I didn't even know that this was something that was debatable.
No,
I didn't even know it was a thing.
So a house with 3 levels, right? He had a basement, he had a regular floor.
And then upstairs.
Upstairs.
Upstairs, yeah.
That's much more luxurious. Am I bugging?
Okay, yeah. But there are some really fire-ass one-stories. But I get what you're saying.
But he's also making it seem like we lived this, like...
No, you didn't live in
our... We lived in the same town.
But he lived on the side of Pine Lake that was mad, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was different.
No, they had bread.
I don't... See, this is the... We always have this conversation in this cat because it's like, bro... It's all the same shit that was going on, whether he's on the number side, whether he's on the other side. I'm mad that we're breaking this down right now.
But you can see my backyard from my front door, though. My house is mad small, though. Like.
So what are you saying is the difference?
I'm saying it's way cooler for a kid to grow up with a 2-story house.
So my childhood is way more validated than yours because I had 2 houses.
My childhood was great. I enjoyed myself, but I would have loved a 2-story house. That was my dream to have some stairs in the crib.
I feel that.
My nigga, I hope you get a 2-story house.
I do too.
I had a crawl space.
That's
space
fire.
as a kid was lit though.
That's fire.
No, but you had to. It wasn't a crawl space I could access. You had to like dig. You had to like undo some Charles. Yeah, some Charles shit. Charles was in there. Chuck was in there.
The stairs do matter though, because running up and down the stairs as a kid.
Hey, all stairs matter for one thing. Yeah. Let's start there.
Screaming.
Not all stairs matter.
That is like a thing. Like me and my sister, like running up the stairs. Like
that's fun, right? Playing hide and seek and shit.
But I didn't have a staircase till I was like 14 or 15.
These are really first world problems.
Yeah.
Like we're literally talking about
that's true. Niggas in the Congo trying to get clean water.
You know what I mean?
Not working a cave all day. Mining cobalt.
Not make blood diamonds.
And we're talking about stairs and no stairs.
Yeah. You got stairs in your house, bitch, nigga.
Niggas is salt.
Niggas is salt.
Y'all are dumb.
No, but I'm glad to have y'all on here. Waden was supposed to be on here. Now listen.
Nah, let's just drink to it.
Let's just
drink to it. Let that nigga live his life.
If he wonder what's in our cup, it's our cup. Don't worry about it.
I like that.
You lucky I don't got a lighter right now. You lucky I don't got a lighter right now.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
I love Wade. I'm just joking.
Yeah.
He supposed to be on his miscommunication.
Nah, that nigga alright.
He busy, you know. He got things to do. He discovering a new algorithm for TikTok. You know. That nigga, you know, it was a lot of confusion my first episode. This is my podcast.
Say it again. Say it again.
One more time.
This is my podcast.
One more time for the niggas in the
This is mine. I love Wade, and I brought him on the first episode because he's one of my best friends.
He's a guest.
Yeah, he's a guest, though.
Right.
He's a guest.
I love that, man.
Not to be confused.
Niggas heard the velvety voice, you know what I'm saying, how much money he makes, and they started thinking it's his podcast, you know what I'm saying? But that is my trust blanket as far as when I was younger. Like, me and him, if we gonna go do some fuckery when we was young boys, oh, man, I'm gonna go chill with Wade. Oh, Wade, I love Wade. He's so nice. So he was like, you mentioned his name, maybe
I could go anywhere, like anywhere, and then just be like, yo, but Wade ain't gonna come. My mom be like, oh, you're okay.
Yeah, he good. He's our protector. But
90% of the time, he wasn't even going. Pure cap.
No, he wasn't going.
Pure cap.
I love that man though. But yeah, like I mentioned before, you know, we have Danielle here, who's an actress in this industry that is definitely an interesting one, to say the least.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought this would be a great opportunity for one. You know, John's obviously here, and he's also a man of mystery. He's got an autograph signing after this. I'm sure he has to get out of here quick. You know what I'm saying? He does.
I just be giving the people what they want. Giving people what they want, you know what I mean?
But I'm glad we were able to set this up because, you know, I love black people just linking up and doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a beautiful thing. We all come from the same area code. It's very strange how life works where you all end up in a place, you know, at the same time because Toms River is a very small place, you know what I'm saying?
For real.
But we here.
And we made it out.
We made it out, the trenches, you know what I'm saying?
We really call it the trenches.
We call it the trenches.
You go Google Toms River, New Jersey and be like, these niggas is...
The Google image is like a kid playing with a football.
A white kid playing with a football.
It's gonna be
a picket fence, an ice cream man in the background.
It's gonna be a bald white Italian man making pizza. It's gonna be a white man making pizza.
And we claiming it's the trenches.
Yeah, very low crime rate. A lot of niggas be burnt the fuck out, crashed out there though.
Yeah.
But the trenches can be different for like
the trenches are different for everybody.
Trenches different for
Our
everybody.
trenches were
you know what I mean?
probably much worse than your trenches.
Our trenches was growing up with white people and have to assimilate to them.
Nah, facts.
Or Danielle, I'm sure going to school and people touching your hair or asking you.
For real. Because when I was in elementary school, I always tell people this because they're like, oh, Danielle, you're bougie or you're this kind of black girl. And I'm like, whatever. Y'all don't even know what I went through. When I was in elementary school in 5th grade, me and my sister was in 1st grade, and we were the only 2 black kids in the entire school.
That's crazy.
Of like 600-700 students. I'm talking about y'all, the only black people in the entire school. North Dover Elementary.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking
Me
about.
and my sister were the only 2, and I'm like, you don't understand
Dover, that's a
what
throwback.
that's like.
Yeah, that's that weird. That's that.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, it is. And I will say that it's made me, like, adaptable. Like, I'm able to, like, get along with all different types of, you know, walks of life and everything like that. So, like, I don't regret it happening, but that's tough.
Black History Month, they just probably looking at you like, how you feeling?
Yeah.
Are we good?
Just everything. Anything that had to do with black. It was just like,
In school growing up, they always say, like, you turn the lights off for a movie. Oh, I can't see Lamar. Like, I'm not even dark-skinned.
They would do that?
All the time. Like, niggas are our shade who aren't even dark. Like, we can't see anymore.
It's not. Guess what? It's not funny after.
It's not funny.
It's not funny after 6th period. It's like I heard this joke 1st period. I heard this joke 2nd period. Oh my God! It's 4th period. It's a game. It's not funny.
Wait. Is this white people or black people making this joke?
No, black people would never make that. White folks.
White people was saying that shit?
That's a July.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
See, I didn't really get disrespected much because I think part of them was like just afraid of me just because I was black. And I had a crazy ass mouth when I was younger.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I did. Like the way I am now is like completely different. Like
She was cursing niggas the fuck out.
Nah, definitely.
You just want to go. I like that.
Yeah. Elementary school, yeah. My mom was always like at the school. She just, and I'm like, yeah. So I was really like at that age for sure.
Nah, they would try us like on the regular.
Yeah.
Like any given moment, like we would just be doing regular, like just minding our business, and then we just. Yeah. I think me and you have this conversation all the time. We talk about like just different occurrences that happened that we didn't realize was like kind of like
that was pseudo racism right there.
Yeah, like underlying racism, and we just kind of like just being young and naive, just kind of chalked it up as just like, oh well, that was kind of crazy, but it's like. Nah, that was a little wild. Too.
I definitely like when we had the performances for like 5th grade or like you do choir or whatever. Everyone has to do it, and then I was definitely a slave as one of the. I remember work in the morning, work in the evening.
Y'all lying.
I'm dead ass. I was a slave, but there's white folks as slaves too though.
Nah, fuck that. I'm not about to be no dead. Nah.
No, but
even now I'm really not on that. Like I'm not. And I was in performing arts high school. Anything where it was like I'm about to be lesser than y'all, no. If I can't go out for the queen, fuck y'all.
But that's wild that you still remember.
I remember the whole
song. You still remember the song.
Yeah.
Like that's real trauma.
And we had bandanas on. When I got off stage, my mom was crying. She loved it. And
I thought you were gonna say she was devastated.
No, she was fucking with it. She was fucking with it. And my brother was like, "Where you get that bandana from? Can I have it?" I was like, "Bro, can you stop gangbanging for like 2 seconds?"
Your brother was big hit before big hit. I bang so hard, I bang on myself.
I bang at the choir. I bang at church.
Yo,
I walk by the mirror. I bang in the mirror.
Free bundles of my man's locked up right now. I love great memories.
Put some money on his books,
yeah,
niggas.
put some money on his books. J-Pay, what's up? I don't get the number ready. I'll get the number after the break, nigga.
You don't even want the number. It's cool.
Y'all are crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I'm glad you brought up the performing arts school. That's dope that you had an idea of what you wanted to do with your life early because I think the quote is it's great to know what you want to do. It's a gift to know what you want to do at an early age.
Yeah.
So how did that go about you going to performing arts? Like, did you tell your parents, or did they see that in you, or a teacher recommend you, or?
Right. So shout out to my grandmother. Honestly, Grammy, she's the GOAT.
Grammy's solid.
Yeah, Grammy is solid and crazy as ever. But
really dope though.
Nah, for real.
I love it.
Like, so I didn't have a dad, but I had Grammy, and honestly, I think it's okay. Like, I think it worked out for the better for my life and like
We're
my
actually
story.
underselling how dope Grammy is.
Nah, yeah, I'm not even giving it to y'all. Like, Grammy is that work.
You gotta be
like,
around Grammy to really understand.
John knows.
Like Grammy's like.
For real. So she's the one. So like my mom always had me like in dance and all different activities. And so they were signing me up for like dance classes, ballet, hip hop, tap, whatever. And then my grandma went in and she signed me up for this acting class, and I didn't even like know that she was doing that. So I showed up one day and I loved it. Like, and one of my best friends, Brielle, she's my best friend still to this day. Shout out to her. She was in that class, and we were in the same like elementary school classes and like middle school. And I'm like, what are you doing here? She's like, what are you doing here? And I watched her do a monologue, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. I want to be like that.
How old were y'all?
We were in like 7th grade
So
and
you doing
8th grade.
monologues in 7th grade? Shout out
so
her.
she did that, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. I want to be good. I want to be just like her. Like, I want to do that. So I just kept taking the class, and then I had auditioned for performing arts high school, and then I got accepted, and I did that thing. And then I went to Ocean County College for a little bit, took a little hiatus, was going to school for business.
13th grade.
13th grade.
Yeah, here, nigga. Get out of here.
Dropped out.
I bang so hard, I bang on myself.
Y'all are dumb. I dropped out of there. Shout out to
Good
that.
for you.
Glad I dropped out. You know what's crazy is I had a counselor. Like, I was trying to decide because I had a couple more credits before I could go, because I got accepted into conservatory in New York. So I was like, damn, like, what do I do? Do I try to finish out OCC and then go? But like the timeline was like, it wasn't lining up. And this white lady, she looked at me and she started laughing like, ha ha ha, you want to go to a performing arts college? Like, ha ha ha. I guess none of this would matter if you actually make it. And I was like, you're right. I said, you can pull me out of all my classes. I was like, I'm out.
Wow.
And she's like yelling my name, like, Danielle, what do you mean? I was like, nah, you said exactly what I needed to hear. I'm out.
Wow.
So I dropped out. And then, I moved to New York. And then I ended up moving to LA. And now I'm here.
What a goddamn... When she gives her Emmy speech, this is what's gonna go down.
You still remember this white lady name?
I wish I did.
Oh,
I wish I
look at me
did.
though. Look at her dots
wish
right
I
now.
did.
Nigga, fuck out of here.
Because she was laughing in my face like, ha, I guess none of this would matter if you actually make it. And I was like,
Wow.
you know what?
Wow.
Absolutely. Pull me out of every single class. I'm done.
See, you're better than me because I'm pro petty.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so petty.
Remember her
like,
name.
like I tell you all the time, like, yo, you're not mean enough to niggas.
Like, yeah.
Like, you're not mean enough to niggas.
You the Arya Stark her.
Yeah, I would have made sure that when I got where I'm going, like, shout out Miss or I don't know why I just made that was crazy.
We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep it out. We'll bleep it out. We are going to bleep that out.
Bleep that out. That was crazy. Damn, what's in this cup?
We gonna bleep that out. Trust me.
Shout out to Miss Charleston, because that's probably what her name was. Miss Charleston.
That's probably
bleep that out. Like,
I'm going to bleep that out
3 times.
Yes,
because that's a lot of clout that's undeserved.
Nah, for real. And it was very specific. Okay.
What's the name? That's funny because when I was at OCC, I actually had a teacher, Miss Charlene Williams, so I remember her name. But you know, I did like a poem or like a story, like a short story, like thing in front of the class, and she actually said like, I'm gonna be something one day. Like that, I really appreciate her for that. And every time I get down on myself, I think of that. But I also think of it like, damn, I need to make her proud. Like she was really a great teacher. Like she was like a hippie. She made us say namaste in the beginning of every class, and she was just such a sweet person. So it's unfortunate. The education system right now, man, it really affects people. As you can see, we're fully grown adults still remembering these instances.
Moments.
It matters.
And it's just like, if you put that battery in somebody's back, you never know where they'll be, you know what I'm saying? Like, they said George Clooney used to sign his papers for school and tell teachers to hold on to it, because I'm gonna be famous. And then, like, people take it serious, people whatever, but like, now George Clooney is George Clooney. You know
Making tequila.
It's a killer.
Oh, yeah, that George Clooney.
I was so early on Casamigos.
First.
Like I was like one of the first niggas with Casamigos. Like this is 2014.
I was about to say, I was going to say 15, 16.
Heavy on Casamigos. Like, yo, George Clooney got this shit out here.
And that's what you would say every time niggas was just like, all right, nigga, just pour it up. Like, yo, but you know George Clooney made this. And I'm like,
and now that shit going crazy in the club.
He sold it though. It's not even his no more.
Oh, did he?
I think he still has ownership in it.
You still need a cut though.
Yeah. I do need a cut from George.
You do.
Shout out George, man.
Yeah, shout out George.
He's a good guy. He was doing I think he was doing those weird commercials you see George in for like insurance or something like that. Something way beneath his pay grade. He's doing it for like kids, like and like saving like I wish I knew exactly what it was, but like child trafficking or something like that. Like he's like doing it for straight up, just like to give all the money towards like this.
Oh, like legit.
Yeah, this
like
reputable foundation.
Like clean.
Like
not backdooring it.
Yeah.
Not on some Brett Favre shit.
Yeah, not on some Brett Favre.
Not on some Brett.
Shut up, Brett Favre. You need to go to jail.
Yeah, Brett Favre, you need to pay them niggas back. That's crazy.
Yeah, but
that was fraud.
Shout out teachers are making a difference out there. Very hard job, very demanding job. In today's world with all these badass kids and the
I really
the
can't
phones.
even imagine being a teacher.
Yeah.
Sidebar, I always had like a different view of teachers because my dad was a teacher.
Oh yeah.
So like I never like that, like I guess I don't want to call it validation, like that you guys sought out for, because I don't want to say like that's what you guys were looking for. But like I always had it in house, so like it was always like I always had that back from him. So
2-story house, father who speaks life into him and validates him.
Yeah, that's
what
crazy.
else, John?
Don't sleep on this nigga John, because that nigga was crazy too. That nigga was in the streets doing wild shit, but that's another episode that we can break down. But he always was that I got it from home, and then like when I went out into the world, like if someone else gave it to me, it was extra. So it was never like, well, I just need that one teacher to believe in me. Yeah. Not that saying that y'all niggas was doing that.
That's
but
fire,
you know what I mean?
I love that.
My parents weren't super educated. Well, my mom was, I'm not saying educated. My mom she reads books and she's a very smart woman. I think I get my talking from her, ability to express myself. My dad wasn't very, he grew up in a very old, traditional type of...
Different time though, too.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Like, it's not...
And education comes in all different forms.
Exactly.
People don't realize,
Exactly.
like my family, they all went to school. Like my grandparents have degrees. My mother has a degree. My uncles have a degree. And then when I was like, hey, I think I want to drop out of school, they're like, yeah, do that. My grandma was like, drop out.
Wow.
She was like, do what we couldn't do. Do what we can't. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you have a gift and you have a dream, she was like, go into that full throttle. Like, they were super supportive of me dropping out of school. And even now, sometimes I'm like, damn, should I just go back to school? And they're like, for what?
That's fire.
You know what I mean?
That's fire.
So education comes from all different types of forms.
That's amazing. I mean, so how was your experience, like, when you first started coming out here trying to, like, chase that dream of, like, acting in Southern California, LA area?
I just looked at
well, we're still chasing.
You've had
we get into it, though.
We're still chasing.
Nah, we get into it, though.
No, yeah, we're getting to it. Like, I really believe in God's divine timing. I really do. Like, not trying to be like all spiritual.
You only gotta be right
like,
once.
And like, you only need to be right once.
Yeah,
and I do believe that my experience out here, it's been a pretty good one because I've been able to last out here. I know people who come out here, people I went to school with, who I graduated with, who went back home and didn't come back. You know what I mean? Who was like, oh, that acting shit, fuck that. Because it's hard. We see what Taraji's talking about now, on that level where it's like the pay is not there. So if you're working on these small projects, trying to make a name for yourself, trying to pay your rent, trying to eat, trying to do this, it's hard. Me, personally, I was never interested in the starving artist route.
I ain't trying to starve out
So
here.
it might take me a little bit longer because I will divide my time. I will go get me a job. I will get me a corporate job. When I turned 26, I said, I need healthcare because I done kicked off my mom's. So I got into the corporate world too, like doing marketing and stuff because I need to eat. I need my hair. This is me though. So it might take me a little bit longer because I don't want to starve on my way to
you don't want to be
my dream.
Renting out a couch in somebody's living room.
I don't. That's not comfortable to me because part of my sanity is having some level of stability. That's how I can keep going is if I have a level of stability in my life. So it may take me a little bit longer because I'm not thugging it out in that way and just full throttle in the acting. But yeah, my experience is I have to say that I'm grateful. It's hard being away from your family. It's hard,
100%.
you know, being a black woman in this industry. Like, the roles are very, you know, far and few in between. But luckily, shout out to, like, you know, the Viola Davises and the Issa Raes and the Gab Unions and all these people, you know, who are making a way for us, the Tarajis, you know what I mean, who are paving the way.
that's
Because
dope.
now people are getting hip to the black woman. You know what I mean? Now,
especially dark-skinned black women.
Yes,
Shout
that's the
out
thing.
dark-skinned Aunt Viv. She's the best one, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
I know it's hard out
For
here.
a minute, it was just about the yellow Johns.
It was.
It was just about the yellow
and it was
Johns,
hard
yeah.
because I would go look at the breakdown in the casting, and I'm like, oh, they want a black girl, but not a black girl that looks like
you.
me.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, so it's one thing to be a black woman. It's another thing to be a brown skin or dark skin black woman. You know what I mean? Now everyone's like on
Now
the
it's
train,
hot.
like, oh, Danielle, you're so beautiful. Oh my
Now it's
God, we
hot.
love your chocolate skin. But growing up, it was like,
Oh.
nah, she dark. Like, nah, we're not into it. Now
Yeah.
everybody's like, you know,
Facts.
getting hip. So I'm glad to say that I'm coming into the industry at this time, because I feel like there's more opportunities for me to be seen and
Got
to
a
be
platform.
appreciated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be valued and to be heard. And now they kind of want to hear our stories. Now they kind of want to give us these opportunities.
I like it.
So
You like the
I'm
shine.
grateful for coming in at the time that I'm coming in. It's hard. Like, anything is hard. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
everything is hard, yeah.
Can I say something to
Yeah.
both of y'all? I want to commend both of y'all because both of y'all, like, being creatives, being artistic people and all that kind of stuff. The fact that y'all also take care of, like you saying, like your day-to-day, your back end, all that stuff, and then also find time to do your art.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Like, because
that, man.
there's people, like, you be telling me stories, there's niggas that's selling and shit to make their ends meet. And it's like, my nigga, but you don't have light, you don't have water. Like, that's crazy. Like I can't come home and the lights be off. like that's not. You know how inconvenient it is if the Wi-Fi goes out.
Yeah,
Nah,
That's crazy.
no,
You
yeah.
can't that's why I respect y'all even more because y'all get to what y'all get to, and then y'all also have the space and time and energy. Most
energy,
importantly,
yeah.
the energy.
Trying to get that energy.
Most importantly, the energy to then redirect that and put it into your craft. And that's what actually makes y'all happy and makes y'all feel validated, makes y'all feel like purpose. So like, I always find that dope from y'all and like always
Appreciate that,
Thank you,
man.
that means-
Yeah, but we ain't doing no more of that sentimental shit because niggas just thought,
What about these bitches?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Talk about the hoes.
Yeah, let's talk about the hoes, actually.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. That was a wild transition.
No. Hey, listen,
yeah.
me and John actually made a thing. We're trying to not call women bitches.
I don't call women bitches.
You called a woman a bitch off camera, and I was actually going to say something about it, but you said something like that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What?
I want to run the tape. I don't believe that.
Look at me, making it more dramatic. What?
He said bitches.
You said
earlier.
what?
I call somebody a bitch though, for real?
Nah, not somebody, but you said bitches.
Yeah.
It's okay
I
though.
mean-
It was recent.
It was like 10 minutes ago. Before this.
And like, okay, as a woman here, in what context do you refer to it? Like bitches is
The
tripping?
way he said it was the way I would say it. What anyone nigga say.
How'd I say it?
You
For
said
real,
like
I really don't remember. That's crazy.
Man, this is bitches be like something like that.
Oh, like bitches
Okay.
be tripping, like
Yeah.
just offhand, not like
It's
she's a
something, it's
bitch.
something you would say about a woman
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Like,
Okay.
bitch be wilding. Like,
Nah, but that's wild though.
No.
Nah, that is wild.
But it is wild because I had a coworker, my man Rogelio. Shout out to him. I know he's not gonna watch this, but I love that man though.
What shift he work?
He's in Arizona now. I don't know what shift, but he works a lot.
Shout out to the third shift for
Yeah,
Julio, my nigga.
yeah.
Shout out to third shift for
But
Julio.
he heard me calling the women bitches all the time. He's like, why you call women bitches all the time? I'm like, you're right. That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
Nah, that's
I
crazy.
shouldn't call women bitches.
Yeah.
like
Nah,
that.
that's wild.
Especially like they be like doing regular stuff. Like, yo, this bitch at the this bitch at the Walmart. Like, why is she a bitch? Like she with her kids.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
y'all was just loosely using me.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not right. But
Okay, yeah, that's different.
women. But you do you feel
Offended by it?
yeah.
Okay, so because I'm an artist, it depends on how it is. Like, if it's in the artistic, like, if we're watching Atlanta and they got, you know, bitch in there and calling people bitches, or like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's done artistically and tastefully, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, oh, this bitch at Walmart, that is kind of wild. Like, I'm not here for that. But if bitches is stripping, bitches is stripping sometimes.
That's true.
But yeah, overall, like, I don't like to be referred to as a bitch, but I know that it's kind of,
Has it become a
it's
norm?
tricky
Has it
because
become a
I call
norm?
my friend bitch. I'm like, bitch, what? Like, to me, like, I refer to my friends like that sometimes.
Has it become a norm? Like where it's just like it's kind of like you know like I refer to you like I'm like yo my nigga's tripping. You know what I mean? Or has it like and like you don't nobody be like yo my nigga's tripping. What?
Yeah.
I mean, I think this guy, I don't know what video I seen of this, but he was saying how it's like a community thing. Like, if you walk by, if you're with a guy or whatever, you're with your significant other, and then let's say I'm walking with a girl and she's my girl, and the other girl comes up and says, "Hey, baby," that's like gonna offend the girl I'm with. Like, this is a strange girl comes up and says, "Hey, baby," that should offend you, right?
Yeah.
But in the same sense that like, and it's like, if you're going out with your friends, y'all getting ready in the house, like, bitch, you wearing that shit. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That's like,
I don't like how well you did that.
I did that. You see what my hand like
the
this?
The hand.
You did real good.
I'm an actor too, yo. But,
that's crazy. That's crazy.
But that was Paul.
You got an IMDb page?
Yeah. But if you say that, like, it's a different, like, everything has a connotation.
Yeah, that's why I say, it depends on the situation. It depends on who's saying it. It depends on how it's being said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but...
I just prefer to... Jones is good. I say Jones, even though it's kind of
Y'all do say John.
I say John a lot.
He says John a lot.
I say John like I'm from Philly.
Yeah.
I never really say John.
I say John a lot.
I say John. I seen a girl on Twitter saying John, and she spelled it with a T. I'm like, just don't even say it. If you
Jaunt?
Jaunt.
Sounds like that.
Just like that shit on Urban Dictionary. She was
white?
She was black. It's a stranger. I don't know her. This one's John I follow.
She's probably white.
I just came out naturally.
She's probably white though.
Yeah, bitches.
She's hiding behind my face. Bitches.
Like, I don't know.
They do be tripping.
It just depends. But yeah, I don't think overall, as a blanket statement, I don't think that we should refer to women as bitches. I don't want to be referred to as a bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless somebody was calling me a bad bitch. If somebody was like, that's a bad bitch.
But see, that's bad too then. Because now that's a double standard. Because then it's like, I feel like it's bad both ways. Like, I shouldn't call you if I don't know you as a bitch, right?
Yeah.
But then I also shouldn't, if I know you, I shouldn't call you a bitch either because I actually know you and I care for you.
Yeah.
So then it's like, that's what is it? The connotation is negative.
Yeah.
So like for me to call you a bitch and I know you, then that I feel like that weighs a little heavier because it's like I know you, I care for you. So why am I calling you? Why am I calling you something out of your name?
I think men probably shouldn't say it. I think it's just better for like women because if I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna stop telling my friends like, damn, bitch, you bad, like, you a bad bitch, or being like, bitch, let me tell you what happened. Like, I'm not gonna stop doing that. But I wouldn't want a man to refer to me as a bitch. Absolutely not. I'm not with that shit.
I do say young lady a lot. I'm a young lady guy. Like, I'll say, oh, I'm with a young lady, or I'm doing a young lady thing. You know what I'm saying? That's
young lady. Wow.
Young lady. Is that bad?
This nigga old.
No, it's old. It's kind of...
Yeah, I'm washed.
Yeah, like, it's like unk vibes.
Oh, damn. I've been giving unk vibes all day. I ain't gonna lie to you. I said relations earlier.
A lot. He did.
Relations?
I did have relations.
Yo, the relations
with that young lady is crazy.
Yeah, the relations with that young lady was nuts. That was definitely not. That was not in bounds. It was not in bounds.
You an unk, bro.
Yeah, I'm Uncle LG, man. My little brother, my little brother got to hold it down because my big brother, unfortunately, that doesn't look good for him with the kid vibes. But
nah,
life is. Yeah.
Drink on your ass.
I can drink that.
Do you want kids?
Drink on your ass.
I definitely want to. I always see myself as a dad. Since I was like a little
I can see you a kid.
Yeah, I definitely want a kid 100%. No more than 2, though. I can't handle more than 2.
Yeah.
I do. I want it for legacy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, being able to see, like, what I've passed on from me to the next person.
Yeah.
Kind of see, like, what they pick up. Because it's interesting because they pick up certain mannerisms from each parent. You know what I mean? Like, I see it with my niece all the time. Like, she has certain characteristics that follow her mom, follow her dad.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of, it's dope to see it, like happen. And then you're like, oh, damn, that's crazy. That's this person.
Yeah.
And that's that person.
It's dope to raise somebody. Do you want children?
I do. I decided that I do want kids. Before, I used to be like, fuck them kids. Like, I don't want no kids. I always wanted to be married, though. I'm like, I do want to be married. I knew I wanted to have a husband. But I just wasn't sure if I wanted to have children. And then I realized, I had gotten out of a relationship and I just started feeling like I wanted to be a mom. Like, I'm like, oh my God, why am I getting this like feelings that like I do want to be a mom, I want to have a kid. And my grandma was like, oh, it's not that you didn't want to have children, it's that you didn't want to have children with him.
Yep.
So when I got out of that situation,
Granny is solid, bro.
So I got out of that situation, I was like, oh, it's not that I didn't want kids, it's that I was terrified to have to bring children into this world and it not be a level of stability or like love or you know what I mean? Like I want to bring kids into the best environment that I possibly can.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen. The world's crazy. My kids are gonna be black. Like it's already, but if I can, create the best environment that I possibly can before bringing children to this world, like that's my goal.
But I think that's what's most important though. Like I think I was talking to one of my friends recently and I was telling her, I was like, the goal is never to be somebody's baby mama or create like a situation that doesn't make sense. You want it to be, you want it to be a family. You want it to be healthy. You want it to be at least something like that. If you didn't have, that you want to provide for somebody so that they feel like it's a positive experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to just be out here, like, I get y'all co-parents and all that shit. That's dope. You know what I mean? But I'm not trying to co-parent with nobody. I'm trying to, like, we going to do this, we going to do it right, and we going to figure this shit out. Like, I'm not about to be out here trying to figure out whether... that
whose weekend it is. Like, we really not in the same house. We really don't live in the same house. That's why I think it's advantageous to us, like, honestly, like, we're, like, late 20s, like, early 30s, for us to have waited. You know what I mean? Because now we can really be with somebody who we think is really gonna work out. We're not, like, still trying to, like, find ourselves and
find a
everything, and find a relationship, or find yourself within while you're in the relationship. Of course, we're always growing, but I think it is better to wait.
Who you are.
Yeah, you gotta grasp who you are.
At this point, we should know, like, we got a little bit of, like, I might change. You know what I mean? Right. But it's not going to be too far off.
It's not going to be too crazy.
From where, like,
now, who I was at 20 and who I am now, that's different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
For sure. I think the statistic is, I was actually going to touch on this, but we already naturally came to it, like, it's 30% of people, by the time they reach 32, millennials, don't have kids, and don't have kids, aren't married by 30, by that age, which is like,
makes sense.
I think it was like 51% when the statistic was taken in 1980. So just like, our shit has changed up. I think about our perspective on the world and bringing a child into the world and marriage, and like, I think a lot of people grow up in broken homes and don't want to rush into a relationship and have to go through a divorce. And it's also the clock is ticking. Like, how long do you wait until you have to be a stepdad or have to be a stepmom? Yeah. So that's something that I don't want to experience, being a stepdad. Just like you guys said, like, that sucks, dude. Like, and then if the stepdad or stepmom comes around, you got that old the old thing is
it's
there.
Like,
it's there.
Y'all might just slide into having sex.
It's just like this.
I don't want nobody with no kids. I tried it and it was horrific. I'm never doing that again.
I want my family back, girl.
There's no way. Like, I can't. It was horrific. I didn't like the way that it made me feel. You already gotta kind of worry a little bit about somebody just having exes anyway, because we're like a certain age. Level. But like, you guys literally have a child together. Like,
y'all literally have it's not an official union, but y'all have a union together.
And I didn't grow up with my dad, so I'm always rooting for whoever I would be with to be present. Like, you need to have a relationship with the mother of your child. Like, I'm always gonna be rooting for that. But also, like, I don't want to deal with that shit. Like, I don't want to deal with that shit.
We had a conversation though, like, and we were talking about it, and you were breaking it down with this person that's having the kids, and I was just listening to you, because you know what I mean. Like, I don't ever like to tell my friends what to do.
But why do you tell me I was like dumb?
No, it's not a matter of being dumb.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to tell me, like, Danielle, you're bugging. Like,
no, it's not a matter of being dumb. It's a matter of you gotta, like, it's like the little kid syndrome shit. Like, the stove hot. Okay, bet. Right? The stove hot.
You gonna try it.
The stove hot, right? Then your head ass go touch the stove. Now you get burned. Now you figure it out. Not telling you that you're gonna get burned, but like, you have to experience it for yourself and kind of figure out and go through it or whatever, and kind of have that occurrence and have it make sense and have it click for you, and then we can kind of unpack it later. And
next time I come to you on some dumb shit like that, I do need you to look me in my eyes and be like, Danielle,
you wasn't bugging though.
I was bugging a little bit though. Like, to even because I wasn't jumping out the window.
You wasn't jumping out the window.
But to be in a place where I'm considering that, like, because he had 3 kids.
Yeah, he had a lot of niggas.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It wasn't like, it's just one kid. It was a little
You're
mistake.
signing up for a family.
Like, what the fuck was I on?
No, that's turned.
When she told me, when she told me, I was trying to figure out, like, I was putting together the rest of the.
You were too nice.
Nah.
Like, do I have low self-esteem?
Isn't that crazy? I'm like, yo, you need to start being mean.
He be nice to his friends. He mean to the civilians.
The strangers don't get no love. The strangers don't get no love. But it wasn't a matter of me like trying to like be nice to you.
Yeah.
But like
you wanted me to just work it through.
But I asked you certain questions to get certain things out of you.
Yeah.
And I think you got certain things out of it. I asked you certain questions. I was like, okay, well, what's this dynamic like?
Yeah.
Well, what is this like? And what is that like? You might not understand what I'm doing in the present moment.
He's incepting you.
Yeah.
That's that nigga Leo?
That's a good Shout out Leo, man.
Shout out that nigga Leo.
Yo, Leo is, man. Shout out that What's Eating Gilbert Grape? I just saw a clip of that.
Oh my God, that movie?
That movie. It's fucking amazing. You know what's funny thing about that movie is he obviously was around mentally challenged people to prepare for the role. Have you seen the movie?
No, I'm not cultured.
Well,
that shit is crazy.
Leo plays a mentally challenged young man, and Johnny Depp is in there, and
he's an older brother.
And they just go through all the things you.
What's the shit with what's that nigga name? I wanna love you, girls, dad. What's that nigga?
Robin Thicke. I think he was the. I think he.
Alan Thicke.
Alan Thicke. I seen that.
What's that?
The TV show he was in.
You mean Growing Pains?
Yeah, nigga.
Nigga, we talking about Gilbert Grape.
He just wanted to let us know that he watches white people shit as well.
Yeah, I think Growing Pains is a great show.
I used to love Growing Pains, by the way.
ABC Family used to go crazy.
Yeah, I think Clooney was on there too. I think he guest starred on there. I think
probably. Everybody was on Growing Pains.
Yeah, I got mad Clooney facts today.
Clooney facts? Yeah.
But Gilbert Grape is amazing. He hung out with a lot of mentally challenged people to like get to adapt to the role, and he said he created his own thing. Like when you see him in the movie go like this or whatever, it's like every person he encountered had like a tick thing where like they would do it all the time, like a thing they would do repetitively. So like this to him was like the person he's going through something in that scene, so he's deleting everything. He's like trying to make it better, like whitewashing it away, like Leo DiCaprio, man, I know he gets overrated because he's like
no such
Leo,
thing. He's not overrated
amazing.
because he's actually great.
What's
that on Hulu?
I don't know
Grape?
what.
I'm sure
that
you
might
can
be like
find
Amazon Prime or some shit.
Rent for $3.99?
For $3.99 or something like that. Yeah, but
Are we on a break?
Yeah, let's. We're on a break right now. We're about to break it out. We had a great first half. You know, acting. We're gonna bleep it again. You're making my engineer's job harder, but it's okay. We go.
I thought we was off.
No, we're not. We're still shooting, but
That's hilarious.
That was crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna bleep it out.
Drink on my ass.
Hey, Lesson in Cool second half. We love y'all, man. Hey, drink responsibly.
Now, slow money, I need it faster, nigga. Say you real, but you an actor, nigga. Got supervision, I look after niggas. See every flaw like I'm a pastor, nigga. The sins of living, you've been forgiven, for he is risen. Cross on my backside for those that backslide. Come get your hoe before she get baptized. I'm in the business of miracles. Spitting my best 16, now she claiming she's spiritual. Long raps on how you about to kill it. Calling it lyrical. A song of empty threats sprinkled with wit and satirical metaphors. You need some new material. I'm bored with you niggas. See through your crystal skull, Harrison Ford to you niggas. It's LG the Desperado, dog. I'm really in view. Dirty niggas chasing pussy, y'all some Pepe Le Pew. Eyes right by your navel, girl. That's a hell of a view. They wanna contact a god. I'm smoked out in the stew or with a bobbity boo. No glass slipper, just a big dipper. The sauce dripper, the whiskey sipper. Love doctor, nigga. Fuck hipper. I make my own rules. Don't let them powers take control of you. You can't blink if you ain't God sent. Opulence up in your conscience. Pleasure by the measure, body filling up with nonsense. I'm just a nigga trying to figure where the odds went. Fuck. Do I concede in this world of sin? The devil's alive and it comes from within. Enemies except they calling you friends. How the Bible speak of evils of men, hatred of kin. Do I concede in this world of sin? The devil's alive and it comes from within. Enemies except they calling you friends. How the Bible speak of evils of men, hatred of kin.